Yo, welcome back. Today we're going to be building something I like to call the AI tweeter. It's an automation that turns your daily learning into Twitter content without lifting a finger. Here's how it works. Every day you'll get an automated email with a Google form. You answer a few quick questions about what you have learned, what you're curious about, and any insights you want to share. Then the magic happens. AI transforms your tweet box every day. I just answer the question. So the reason why I did this is because I really like document therapy, journaling, progress, and now this because it's AI space, so I'm trying to learn more about it. And I decided to create this little Twitter bot so I could just put whatever I'm learning, whatever I plan on learning onto the world and just tweet it out. But instead of crafting a tweet, I just wanted to make an automation around it. So let's break this down. What are we going to do here? Two scenarios that you're going to have to create and make is the daily email trigger, the AI processing pipeline, and the Twitter posting mechanism, right? So setting up the daily email. First, you're going to have to head over to make.com, create a new scenario, add a Gmail module, and set it to send an email at whatever time works for you. So we're going to take a look at that real quick. Right here, you just add email saying send an email, and you can set the time right here. So I have it set to 8 p.m. to the Gmail node. You just connect your Gmail, you add your email subject line, and in the content, you just put in the form link, right? So Google form. We're going to change the headers to just the question answers. So here you can see the one that I have. Yeah, I tried this a bunch of times, so this way at least you guys don't have to fucking go through this like a million times. Hopefully you'll get it on the first or second try. But next up, you connect that to a ChatGPT node, and here's where you're going to put your prompt in, right? So this is important because the prompting. So make sure you're doing markdown format, and by markdown format, I just mean you want hats in front. So this is the best way of prompting in general. If you didn't know, you want to do inputs, context, and output. So like if you add all those plus notes, then you should be able to like generate really good responses using that prompt format. And the hashtag. So for example, here markdown preview. You guys can take this website. So if you put the hashtag, the way it chats it is it's like under basic. So without the hashtag, it would just look like this. So by putting the level of hashtags to show if it's like a major heading or a subheading, the ChatGPT knows or the LLM knows how to read it and what level of importance to give it, right? So in here, you want to take you might be tempted to take the direct answers from Google Sheet and toss okay, what column, what did I build, and then put it in here. But you don't want to do that because by adding dynamic modules into the system, it makes this like less accurate and it's not going to perform as well. So what you actually want to do is you leave this as a set, and underneath where you create a second message, and for this one you put user, and this is where you put the dynamic module, so the answers, right? So you put the same exact questions, you just give it the answers, feed it the answers from Google Sheet. So you could just drag and drop these. Once you do that, but unfortunately there isn't. There's something close, which is XTweet API. Fortunately, this is like $60 a month, I think, which is just ridiculous. So we're gonna go the free method, which is by creating an HTTP module that makes a request. So what this does is it's going to send over the data that we have to an extra application or software. And that software is going to bypass Twitter's authentication and post on Twitter or X. Which hence why you want to make sure it's on post and not get. Type application JSON that you want to plug this in. This just basically means that when it's sending over the data, it's in a language that the other application or the software can understand. Here's where you're going to put the results. So here, this is after ChatGPT takes the 4 questions. It gives you a result right here, and then you're just going to drag that over. Make sure to put it in quotation marks or else it's going to error out. These are all little things that I learned along the way to save y'all time. And thing is, you're going to head over to this thing called PipeDreamNet, right? So I have it up here, so I'm just going to pull it up. So PipeDreamNet is going to, once you log in completely free, you're going to create a new project. So I just want to show you how that works. Yeah, so right here, create a new project, and I name mine daily tweet. You can see how many errors I had before actually getting this thing to work. Hopefully this video. First thing, you're going to create a trigger, and you don't have to do much here. You just take this URL, right? And you go back to make.com and you plug that in here. Okay. So once that's set, you're done for it on the make side. Okay. So the next step is you connect a OGS code or code node. Just in a Google Doc underneath the video in the description if you want to take this exact one, or you could just ask chat to prompt you one. The important things to know here is to give your developer Twitter API key, API secret, access token, and access key. You're going to have to make sure they're all read and write enabled. You could, here, we'll just do showing video. You could do Twitter plan one day voice age. You can submit this, and if I click run one, ChatGPT is putting it all together, then everything checks out, sends over here, we check if it posted properly. It did. And go over to Twitter, reload real quick. There you go. On Note to self, I need to actually plan. Yeah, there you go. I think it's pretty cool automation. Oh, so when you go into Twitter, you're not going into normal Twitter when you're pulling those keys. You have to search up developerx.com, right? Then you go into the developer portal and you're going to go down to projects, right? So if you just create one, I think it might just give you one. This is all free, by the way, to create a developer portal. You go into app settings and you're going to want to edit and change app initially. So make sure to change that or else you're going to have a shit ton of errors. And once you go back to developer portal, or let's just go back here. So once you get back to developer portal, you saw how you click the app settings, go over to the right, click keys and tokens, and regenerate the API key. Those two, save it somewhere, and then plug it into the pipe dream. Once you plug it into pipe dream, you're all set, and you should be able to tweet as often as you want. Hope this helped the two people that are watching.